Hey everyone, my name is Shawn B. Martin. I am reading out of my first online blog in the blogosphere. When I was a 17-year-old, I started blogging and it's still out there, hanging out there in cyberspace. Have you found it yet? I'm wondering if I just Googled portions of this, if it would show up. Let's find out. I'm just going to take a random sentence and Google it. Alright, well that definitely didn't work. It's just going to pull out like the words that are most popular. Well, anyway, I don't know if this will escape before I want it to or not. It's kind of interesting. If you haven't caught up, you should find out what's going on. It's the end of summer. I have a job. I'm about to begin my senior year of high school. I've got a girlfriend. I've got all kinds of stuff going on. So this is shortly after my birthday, Saturday, the 30th of August, 2003. Wowie, birthday was last Sunday. The senior, I'm assuming that's my dad. The senior, Babe, and I went to DC. Oh, that would definitely be my dad. We would not be driving there by ourselves. We could drive places, but DC, probably not. Probably not a good idea. We went on Saturday and enjoyed the sights and sounds. Okay, maybe just the sights of the zoo, American history, and an IMAX and planetarium feature at Air and Space. Sunday, we went mini golfing at Village Greens. Of course, there's a mini golf place around here called Village Greens. Welcome to America. I also misspelled village. My dad schooled us, which is incredibly unusual. Luckily, I'm second. I didn't mention the fact that it was just my dad's birthday, 5 days before mine. We had a good cake from where I work. I got a Snoopy t-shirt from my parents. They already got me the new computer because we got that HP that I talked about. HP? Did we go with the HP? I don't remember. We got a computer in the last episode I was talking about. Kathy got me a SpongeBob blow-up raft. I remember that. I pinned it to my wall for a while. Milky Ways and chocolate milk. She knows me oh so well. And a Switchfoot CD, Beautiful Letdown. Amazing album. I love that album. I still love that album. I've played several songs off of it for my drum channel. Oh my god, it never ends with the drum channel, which was complemented by an Audio Slave CD later. Not as good a CD. My sister got me Golden Sun Lost Age for Game Boy Advance, which I haven't had enough time to play, but is so far very, very cool. I don't remember playing much of that game. That was like Golden Sun was kind of like Super Nintendo Final Fantasy, that type of game. I remember it was on Sega and apparently Game Boy Advance. Anyway, this past week involved random stuff: PC, games, cleaning, band practicing, hanging out, working, making fun of John's girl clothes, etc. Warcraft 3 is the best game I've played online ever. It might remain that today. No, WoW. WoW. I mean, it's still a Blizzard product, but WoW. WoW is definitely the best online game I've ever played. Honeydew is busy with Mucho Volleyball, so I babysat little dude on Friday morning for her. I may be getting a car. Whoa! Here we go. If you've ever watched Old Five Things, you may have seen this car, because I had it until I got my new one, and that wasn't even a year ago yet. Was it a year ago? It might have been like a year ago this week. Which, by the way, I'm about to cross 10,000 miles, so you totally drive 10,000 miles in a year. It's awesome. Subaru 1992 station wagon. It's nearly the same as my dad's, actually. His boss is selling it for $1,500. It's in relatively good condition. It was. For the mileage and the year, it was in great condition. Plus a new paint job, high-velocity joints. I say that like I know what I'm talking about. Heads? Drum heads? What? Etc. Awesome deal. I hope I get it. It's automatic, which is unfortunate. I don't mind. I really would have liked a manual transmission. They're more fun, even if it is a Subaru station wagon. Winky face. I wanted a manual because I learned on it, and it is fun. I still don't have one. And it's a station wagon because I needed to cart my drums around. I mean, that was my own damn fault. Blah, blah, blah. Comments are uninteresting. Blah, blah, blah. Next. We're into September now. Ooh. So Tuesday, 2nd of September, no school tomorrow. That is cool. There's a Labor Day holiday right at the beginning of the school year every year, so we like start school and then we immediately have a day off. Whatever. Practice tonight was cool. Adam came. He was our singer. He was our often absent singer. Like, he missed a lot of practices. I don't know what he was doing. I don't know. It was weird. It was always a point of contention. Adam came and we finished recording all the songs we have so that he can finish writing lyrics. If I haven't already directed you, go to our website. Here's my brand. Shove it in your face. Click on it. Click on it. Download. Download. Enjoy. It's my content. Go get it. It's just like me now. Go here to download our MP3s. So anyway, never forget, quote, The school did not pass an inspection because some of the equipment used by students in wheelchairs is not working. Oh, never mind. Fuck what I was saying about the holiday. This year, we'd had ongoing construction all 4 years I was in college. They started the year that I was a freshman, and they did not complete it until after I graduated. They completed most of it before I graduated, but there was still stuff that like lingered until after I left. And I forgot that this year, school opened a day later than it was supposed to, at least a day later, because, this is a quote from the newspaper, the school did not pass an inspection because some of the handicap equipment wasn't working. And in America, there's an awesome episode of Penn and Teller's bullshit on handicap laws because they're ridiculous and they're overreaching, and sometimes I don't agree with their libertarian ways just because they're like, here's all this evidence that secondhand smoke doesn't hurt people, so therefore secondhand smoke should be fine. They have the same problem with handicap parking. Like, it inconveniences so many people use it for the wrong reasons and get away with it, and like it's just a stupid waste of time, money. Like, this is it. Like, it delayed school. It delayed public school because some equipment for a wheelchair wasn't working. What could that have meant? Like, maybe someone had to get pulled up the stairs backwards on a wheelchair or something. Like, something that in some impoverished nation, like, if they had school, they would be happy. This is just a ridiculous. Okay, anyway, I'm done. I'm done ranting now. What's wrong with me? Someone commented, oh, I think it's one of the band members, I think. Whoa, dude, those MP3s are amazing. Are you guys signed? And I said, are you interested? I don't know if it's the guy in the band or not. I think it is. I don't know. Okay, so we're into school now. Again, this is my senior year, my last year of high school. It's Tuesday, the 9th of September, 2003. School's pretty cool. I haven't had much trouble. After dropping organic chemistry, I forgot that I was ever going to take that. I wonder who that was with. And my teachers all seem cool enough. Mr. Pillion is crazy. I have stories about Mr. Pillion, man. He was my calculus teacher, and he was crazy and awesome. I'll get there later. Mr. Boyer is awesome. If you remember from Shawn's Teenage Journal, Mr. Boyer was my study hall teacher my very first semester freshman year, and now I have him from American government, and he, phenomenal educator, amazing. Mr. Skinner is incredibly deep. He was my English teacher who eventually I grew to kind of despise, because what I didn't realize at the time was he was basically teaching the class like a college course, which did nothing but prepare me for college. But at the time I wanted a vocab worksheet, and I wanted like busy work because I didn't understand how to do this kind of work. That I later valued this experience because it was the correct thing to do to us. Anyway, Mrs. Reddig, who was my computer programming teacher, I learned the basics of C++ and Java from her. Mrs. Reddig is the same old, because this is my second year with her. Mr. Lefevre, while not exciting yet, is promising. Mr. Lefevre, oh my god, this class got so awesome. This was a class called Design Engineering, which I gotta do whole episodes on some of these teachers, like Pillion, Lefevre, yeah. Oh, whoa, what just happened? Yeah, I got interrupted when I was recording several days ago, and now I'm back to it, so sorry for the interruption. But like I've said before, I want to do these in one takes without any kind of scripted reactions, so we're just going to pick it up where we were. Sorry for the interruption. Okay, so Mr. Lefevre, class was awesome. I spent 2 periods at the middle school with Mr. Hazel as part of Open Campus. That was a program that the school offered that a lot of people took advantage of. It was run by the gifted teacher or whatever coordinator at the school, and I say that many people took advantage of this because there were people who were classified as gifted who I would have classified as smart but lazy. And many of my friends were smart but lazy. And they would take advantage of this umbrella of open campus to basically just go to the room that was the gifted teacher's office. It was an office. It was not the size of a classroom. But you could fit like 6 people in there somewhat comfortably. They would just go to a room and just like stay there. Like they'd skip classes and be like, oh, I had to be smart, hanging out in that room, talking to a bunch of other people. It was awful. It was really awful. Warwick High School administrators, if you're watching, should probably get on that. Anyway, I did not take advantage of the program that way, mostly because I couldn't. I was in open campus. I'm sorry, I was a teacher's assistant. I would actually leave the building, go to the middle school, which is about a quarter of a mile away. I'd just walk. I think sometimes over the winter, once it got really icy, I would drive the 2-minute drive. It actually, if you drove, you had to take a longer route than if you walked, because you had to like go out and around on the road. Anyway, I would spend 2 periods there every single day, which was awesome. It was a very, very informational experience. I learned a lot about myself and kids, even though I was only 4 or 5 years, most of the kids 5 years, older than these kids that I was not really teaching, but interacting with in a different kind of capacity, like as a senior, operating down to their level. It didn't really feel like we were only 5 years apart. It felt like I was a superior of some kind. Not intellectually, just like, you know, by rules. Okay, anyway, so as for life outside of school, Dave Matthews is on Thursday, banging. 5 Iron Frenzy, last time I'll ever see them. Not true anymore. Not true anymore. They're back. It's weird. It's really weird. Is on Saturday. Man, two amazing concerts in 1 week. Lucky. Friday, John just informed me, we may be playing a show. Maybe there will be details to follow. Probably not. Be cool. Stay in school. Okay. And boring comment. Okay, so no more posts until Saturday. So we skipped right over the possible show, which means probably didn't happen. Okay, so yesterday I saw Dave Matthews Band. They were the second best live show I have ever seen. Number 1 taken by the obvious Paul McCartney. Paul McCartney is still going to hold on to that spot. I don't know if Dave Matthews is still my second favorite act that I've seen live, because there's a pretty good chance that Coheed has edged them out, but if they are no longer second, they're definitely third. Dave Matthews Band is an incredible band to see live. Every member of the band is so talented on their respective instrument that every song turns into a long, drawn-out instrumental that lacks comparison. What? That's an awful sentence. My favorite songs of the night were number 1, Crush, which is not Crash. Crash is okay. Crash is like way overplayed. Most Dave Matthews fans, Crash is probably not in their top 5 songs. Crush was my favorite. Two-Step, number 3 was All Along the Watchtower. Number 4 was Every Day. Number 5 was Gray Street. If you don't care about Dave Matthews, that's fine. But if you've never heard their live version of All Along the Watchtower, you should check it out. That's a song that was written by Bob Dylan and famously covered by Jimi Hendrix. Dave Matthews plays his own version. It does not sound like the Bob Dylan version. It does not sound like the Jimi Hendrix version. Check it out. Tonight, Waiting Abroad, my band, played their first show with me. We played outside. I thought I was going to see 5 Iron Frenzy or something. Maybe it was Sunday and I mixed up the... Oh, I'm posting this late at night on Friday, so we actually did play this show. Okay. This was my first show. Oh my god, I remember this so much. I have very strong memories about this show. Tonight, Waiting Abroad played their first show with me. We played outside, in the rain, under a makeshift tarp. True story. High school bands, man. It was incredibly cool. And I screwed up the last song really bad, and I'm afraid our singer was mad at me. Sorry, Adam, frowny face. Bedford Exit, which was a band that we played a lot with, I knew the singer pretty well, and we played a lot of shows with them throughout our respective careers. I would pay to see them. I left before the other band came on, and apparently they got shut down by the cops. Oh well, it was an awesome show. I just need to get better at drums. And Trav from the band said, "Don't sweat the mistakes." That speaking of mistakes and the first show, we played a song that was like one of the first songs that they had written without me, because if you remember, I joined the band later. And when we got to the chorus the first time, I forgot that the chorus was coming up. So they did the change to the chorus, and I kind of did this awkward transition to try and cover up the fact that I'd forgotten. That awkward transition eventually became part of the song. Like, it was a mistake, and I brought it up later, and I was like, I think I actually kind of had something with this thing that I accidentally did, and we worked it out, and it became part of the song, which is pretty cool. I love when stuff like that happens. Thanks for watching the fourth part of my first blog. It's going to get confusing after a while. How many parts of a first blog can you have? Probably a lot. Probably a lot. Please leave a like below, subscribe if you really want to hang out with me some more, and I'll see you next time.